Every week is have its own unique gifts. Every week, the universe, in its from the moment of creation, started in a way of giving a constant, like the sun. The sun have constant light. The question if we can harness it or not, if we can use it or not, that's a different question. But the light is always shining. Same thing. The universe have a system that keeps shining and keep giving to us, to this creation, this world, many gifts. Every week, different gifts. Again, I don't want to go into daily, but definitely weekly, monthly, or yearly, there's different gifts that comes from above. That particular gift that is available to us this week, right? And specifically today, that it was last night and today, it's called the energy of Shavuot, which is a cosmic opening that allow us to awaken what we call the energy of immortality. Now, it's a big concept for those of us who probably, maybe you don't know me, or you don't know the wisdom of Kabbalah or wisdom by itself. The ultimate level of the wisdom, of any wisdom, if it's not to get to the individual to be elevated all the way to be immortal, what does it mean be immortal? To remove death, to remove pain, to remove limitations from our life, chaos. The wisdom should, and hopefully for those of us who are connected to this wisdom, our goal is to connect to that idea of immortality. Now, I want to explain to you in a practical way, what does it mean? How do we get there? Is it, what about when people talking about resurrection of the dead? Resurrection of the dead, it's a big, wow, you should be creating magic, right, to resurrect the dead. What does it mean? Living forever? Let's dissect that idea a little bit more, because it's a beautiful, once all humanity will understand it. Death, or we call it physical death, is accumulation of many dying moments. It's accumulation. It's not a moment, it's not an instant. There is no suddenly in this world. The fact that people see that suddenly a heart attack, suddenly cancer, suddenly death, sudden this, the reality doesn't, maybe the physical reality that we equipped to understand, we believe in suddenly. We speak in this way. But definitely, death is accumulation of many, 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 many dying moments. And plenty of them we have. And I explain to you how to look at that, how to awaken that. And again, as collective group, we can create a change. As a correct, those of you listen live, or those of you listen later on the YouTube or in the recording. Death is when you miss the moment. You know, when you have a momentum and you miss it, it's a connection to death. When you have the moment and you just missed it, you know, like when let's say you're watching a basketball, or you're watching soccer, and there is no replays, right? And then, or you go to the game. Let's say you go to an important game, the World Championship, and you're sitting there, you pay thousands of dollars to a ticket. And then you just turn around to eat from your hot dog, right? And then goal, well, and you missed it. What happened? I'm going to see it only later on in the replay, right? Assuming there's no replays today, everybody realize that, we're missing the moment. So everybody have replays. So imagine without that technology, we will miss many moments, right? Your wife giving birth and you fell asleep. You missed the moment, right? Many of us missing many moments. These are connection to death. Slowly, slowly. You had an interaction with humans, but you didn't connect. It's death. Again, I'll explain a little bit more as we progress with that, but immortality is not something that, wow, become immortal and we have this magical way of magic stick or, Harry Potter type of thing, right? Houdini comes and revive that. We're not talking about that. Sometime you went over or you stopped before, right? Also that, because most people have so many things in life, but they're not really fully enjoying it. Death. Many people have, right? Physical pain, loss, lack, doubts, right? Whatever it is that makes you feel sad, all the sadness, depressed, I'm upset. These are dying moments. Many people allow themselves to be depressed. Well, why? Yeah, because you think that death is only occur physically. Nothing to do if I'm depressed for the day or if there's some pain or someone goes through doubts and allow themselves to sit with the doubt. This is death. You cannot really attach yourself to that. I mean, you can, but once you understand, what am I attaching myself to? I have an interaction with someone, me and an individual talking, and I checked out. It's death. You have to understand these are all opportunities, right? Our ability to bring ourselves closer to removal of death, right? What we call in the language of Mechaya Metim, to revive the death. What does it mean? From tomorrow, from today, or the next time, when you do anything, you're about to do something, you're about to cook, you're about to talk to somebody, you're about to call someone, you're about to listen to a class, right? What you want to do is you want to do it with life. You want to inject life into everything, reviving moments, right? You want to talk to people with energy. You wanna explain something with energy. Sometimes you explain something to someone and it's like, you're assuming they understand you. You kind of like shortcut in many different ways. Bring energy, because it never get lost. It's never get wasted. Whether if the other person get it or not, whether if the other person will listen to you or not, it makes no difference. Because your job is to revive this world. This world is dead. Everybody know that when a person born, he's already there, just like already starting the death process, the dying process. Everything in this world is already dying. Besides, what we do with to this world is humanity. We're meant to revive everything in this world. And that is, if you didn't do it today, you were connected to death. It's very simple. This cosmic opening that's available for us yesterday, today, and from now on, I think most of us can connect to it throughout the year, is to revive everything that we do. To revive relationship. You meet someone today and they were like a little bit low. Revive them, hug them, smile to them, give them a good word, give them a good compliment. Revive. What does it cost you? How much it costs you to revive people? Revive a situation, revive a deal. Oh, that deal is dead. Oh, this relationship is dead. Revive them. Whether if they want to be alive or not, it's not up to you. Yeah, if they want, I will. No, 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 no. We're not working this way. This is not the way that the wisdom flow. The wisdom, the revelation, new ideas, all of that comes when a person is always reviving this world. Because, you know, let's say you are facing a situation tomorrow. I don't want to do it. Oh man, I have this dinner I don't want to go to. Oh, I have this meeting I really don't want to attend. I'm sure all of us have it. I'm sure all of us facing situations sometimes I really don't want to participate. You know why you don't want to participate? Because that is already dead in your eyes. It's dead in your consciousness. Your opportunity is when you recognize that that moment is dead. Not to say, oh, I don't want to go there. Why you say I don't want to go there? You think it's because of these people or that people. I'm not, I don't care about this. No, no, no. The reason it's quote unquote dead to you, because you can awaken the death, awaken, revive it, right? Tchiyat Amitim is called revive the death. What does it mean? For you, that situation, that party, that deal, it's dead. So it stay dead because you connected to death. If you don't want to go there, I'm not interested in that. Why? Because you have to go against your nature, because you have the power to revive that particular moment, that particular relationship, that particular investor, that particular idea. Oh, I have this idea, but that idea is dead. It's dead to you. So sometimes it's important to give it to somebody else. Maybe they can revive it. Don't feel like something is dead. You don't want to connect to death, to end, to finite. Because sometimes people, what is immortality? Sometimes people go through lasting pain, meaning it's a chronic pain, right? Constant. People have constant pain, the back. Sometimes, how many people are back for months, 6, 7 months? You know, when someone have a pain, it's 6, 7, sometimes a year, a pain, right? It feels like death. I can move, this and that, all kind of reasons they're giving. It's really a test. If that pain, let's say a year of pain, take you down, right? Take your spirit down, take over you, overpower you, right? You allow anything in this physical world, right, to connect to death. That physicality took over me. We don't want to get there. That's already, it's a lose-lose situation once you do that. We know that next time, whatever the time will be, when something in this world come to an end, relationship come to an end, life, God forbid, of someone, a deal or a business or any revelation comes to an end, something come to an end, remind yourself, it's really important, the consciousness, there is no end. There's no end. I'm not connecting to end. But what will happen? I'm going to be... There is no end. Create for yourself a mantra, repetition. There is no end. You know, first of all, it's important in your consciousness. Because if you think it's end, it is end, and it connects you slowly, slowly to death. It's no end. The soul continue, the energy continue, the revelation continue. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know there is no end. End is only consciousness. Because now, again, if I'm not transforming my consciousness, to realize there is no end, right? Nothing can be transformed because I blocked it. Because death, nothing grows from there. So therefore, it's important that at least my consciousness will be in transformative place. And again, it's not easy, but it's a repetition. There is no end. There's no limitation. How can I connect? You can ask yourself, how can I connect to a different phase of that? Now it's transformed to a different phase, right? Either it's through the word, through the person, through different things, but don't be busy with that. First of all, be busy with the consciousness. So it's the first gift of this week. It's the gift of immortality. It's not simply just like we need to be a magic. We have to have magic, and we need to have all this training. Once we do it individually, it will affect collectively. And we will see that we don't need too many things. We have one thing. Imagine Mother Earth, right? You plant one seed in Mother Earth, how much it gives you? Endless. Immortality. How many apples grow? And as many. You take the apple, you plant more, and you plant more, and you plant more. Many of us, oh, we have that, we got this fruit. No, within that fruit, there is the seed for a continuation. But it's only in your consciousness if you don't know that the seed for the next tree is within the result that you got. You're connected to finite, you're connected to end. And no continuation, no immortality, only death, right? So that's the first gift that's available cosmically every year in this time. We're bringing ourselves closer to be immortal, immortal thinker, immortal energy, right? We want to be endless. So today, tomorrow, start reviving people, revive things, situation, revive relationship, revive your smile, revive your energy, and you will see the difference. You don't connect to it, to finite. Then, in this week, we have a couple more gifts I want to share with you. One, it's a beautiful understanding that comes from what we call the story of the Israelite in the desert. They received the what we call an opportunity to connect to what we call the immortality. But this week, it speaks about that Moses in the desert received instructions how to build a candelabra. That's the whole reading in the beginning. And it was difficult to build it from one solid gold, right? One solid candelabra, right? 7 different wings connected to a source, and that was the candelabra. Now, I'm not going into many details, and we're not talking about the candelabra. The meaning of that, the spiritual meaning of that is connection to protection. But before that, it says that Moses was the leader, but the Creator asking, tell your brother to light the candelabra. So it's really, in a way, it's kind of like outrageous. Wait, it's known to be that the leader need to do such and such. How come you give to the second in command or the third? It's really not appropriate in a way. And this is the secret for us. Yeah, I'm not talking about Moses or Aaron, his brother, or any of candelabra. It's us. Why Aaron was chosen out of all the people? It says, Aaron lo shina. It says Aaron didn't change because he was chosen to light the candelabra. Majority of our world, of the people of the world, right, works completely different from that type of consciousness. Because if there is an important moment or an important occasion, or let's say, or presenting, right? Let's say today, you know, the Oscar or an award, or to sing a song or some presentation, you're gonna give to someone that is the most important person to come and present the company vision, right? You have a company with 5,000 people, and they call the mail office, the officer, come present it. What? It should be the president, right? Imagine important news, and the president of the United States need to say, and they brought somebody else unrelated to this. So what's the connection? I want to hear from the main guy. He should be the one. I hope that understanding now is a little bit clearer, because what do we need to learn from that? Most of the time, they will give it to the important person, or for the sake of you know, sometimes someone got hurt, so let them be first, or someone have lost money, okay, poor people, yeah, give them the honor to be first, or many other reasons that we honor someone in doing something very important. Sometimes it's lighting a candle. Sometimes it's, you know, doing a certain ceremony, right? Sometimes people, you know, they're getting married, and they're bringing the you know, someone, a friend, come marry us, right? What do you mean? Oh, it's a friend, he loves us, we loved him. Yeah, but he doesn't know what's the spiritual significance of that. So it's nice you give him your friend to officiate your wedding, but if he doesn't know what it means, he doesn't know how to draw that light in that time. So what did you do? You just say, oh, respecting him, or we like it, it's very nice, but you miss out the opportunity. And many different reasons like that. Sometimes the universe won't let you close a deal, won't let you make the $1 million this year, won't let you get that big check or big reward. It will prevent from you. People think it's a curse. People think there's a spell on me, or God forbid, stuff like that. Black magic, whatever they call it, voodoo, nonsense. It's a protection. Why? Because if you're gonna get the $1 million, you're never gonna be the same person again. Your ego will fly, right? Your ego will fly like an eagle, right? Oh, wow, I'm better than anybody else. So to protect you from falling to this type of illusion, the universe doesn't allow you to make that deal happen. So obviously it doesn't mean that I don't need to fight to make that deal happen. But sometimes I say it's important, because the position, sometimes you see someone get a manager, become a manager, right? I'm a manager? Oh, now I'm the superior individual, and everybody is beneath me. 2 seconds ago, you are the same as us. As soon as you put you in a position, or a friend of us was always with me, always a friend of ours, you know, like when you were single, you have many, many friends. All of a sudden, when they get married, bye-bye. It was good, we hang out with you because you're single, but now I got married, I can't be with you, right? It happened many times. People come across some large sum or a position, all of a sudden they elevate it more than everybody else. When we're talking about this week, the universe give us this beautiful support that no matter what will come to your plate, no matter what elevated or higher or even lower will happen or not happening, you will not change who you are because of that. It will not influence who you are, your essence. I had many interactions with many people that were studying and connected, and then all of a sudden they came across, they can say, we earned those large sum of money or big companies. All of a sudden, they are smarter than you, right? All of a sudden, it's just like a very natural thing that you can see. All of a sudden, they're a bit smarter. You can't say much, or a person just starts studying and all of a sudden becomes a celebrity in some way, and all of a sudden they don't listening because they're higher. They can't hear you. Be aware of that. This is the gift. This is the gift that is awakened this week, because it says that he stand next to the candelabra, and the candelabra was off, and his job was to turn it on. El mul pnei menorah. Every single day, you wake up to an empty day. What do you mean empty day? My job every single day is to wake up and see where can I ignite light, where can I ignite energy, where can I ignite and elevate that day. That's my job every single day. Where can I elevate that day? Where can I elevate that moment? Every single moment. So I wake up in the morning, I want to be filling up that day with light, with excitement, with creation, with connection, with love, pumping love to the day. That's what we mean. Because the interesting part, if you read literally the Torah, the Bible, it didn't say to turn on the candle. It says to elevate the candle. It's using the wrong word. You're not elevating candle, you turn them on. You with light. You light the candle. You're not elevating the candle. The idea is that the Kabbalists explain, our job is to elevate. What is candle? Candle is the light. Elevate the light in every situation. The light, the love, creation, connection. What else can be connected to who? To what? Most people waking up in the morning, nobody called me to elevate me. Nobody says a good word today. Nobody thinking about me today, right? I wake up in the morning. I'm not waiting to be discovered, right? Everybody, I'm waiting to be discovered because I'm so talented, right? I'm waiting for them to call me. I'm waiting for them to promote me. I'm expecting them to really see how great I am. You do. You don't wait. You see the day is empty. It's my job to feel that day. And then he says, V'az ya'iru shiv'at hanerot. Then that day is shine. And remember, when you light a candle, how many candles can be lit from one candle? Endless. Does it take away from the candle? No. I have one candle, I can light millions, endless candles from that, and it doesn't take away a single thing from that candle that lit millions. Most of us, wait, look how many people I influence. What about, no, I'm tired, I did a lot. If you really want to influence people, it will take zero from you. It cannot. Think about candle, light another candle. Nothing is missing. This is who we are. You wake up in the day and you see the day is empty. It depends who is going to look at me. That's what I'm going to do. That's the gift of Aaron. Aaron, the priest, he didn't change. They gave him the most important job, the most luxury. He did it and stayed the same humbled individual the way he is. Whether a million people saw him or 600 million saw him. It doesn't make no difference. This is the gift, one of the gift that we want to receive from the cosmos, to have that strength, not to fall into it. The third gift is the idea of how Moses has difficult time recognize how to build the candelabra, because he says you have to build it from one solid goal, right? So it cannot be like assembled. What is the gift and why is it so difficult? Because ask yourself this question. Are you or how you see yourself? Are you consistent? This is the gift. Am I consistent in the way I do, in the way I laugh, in the way I smile, in the way I give energy, in the way I love people? Am I consistent? Look at your days you went to work. If you're still working or if you have a job, go look at the last week or 2 weeks. Was I consistently showing up to work? Am I consistently showing up on time? Am I consistent? Or I'm changing myself based on who tapped me on the shoulder, who gave me some benefit, who looked at me, who didn't look at me, right? From a certain lack, I don't have consistency because I see lack. I'm connected to the external world. I cannot be consistent because I'm dependent on others. That's many people stop because they don't see results, right? Inconsistency. And from the other side, that's one level of that consistency. Second thing is one solid gold. What does it mean? You look at people in this world. Imagine, let's go back to the example of candle. You take 10 different, like 7 candles, each one of them different color. Blue, red, white, yellow, white. Different colors, different shapes. But when you turn them on, is it the same light? That's the connection here. The connection here is that we all are the same thing. Oh, we look different, we sound different, it doesn't matter. So one of the things that you want to connect, that underneath the surface. By the way, everything in this world agreed and understand each other. All the kingdoms, the vegetation kingdom, have a complete science explain to you how they completely connected underneath earth, how the vibration, the communication, and they all accept. Well, when you see someone, a lion kill a zebra, they accept. It is what it is. That's the system. They understand the connection. They understand what they need to do. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but that's where they are. Think about us. Just because someone look different than me, just because someone sound different than me, different nationality, different ethnicity, different background. No, we're not connected. I'm better, I'm worse. They are this. They are from this side of the world. I'm from this side of the world. If we can all, at least our people who are connected to this, and you listen to this, whenever you're going to listen to this, awaken the perfection of our connection. Because is mikshachat, is one solid humanity. We are one solid human, one human. Yeah, but we divided to 20 billion. Doesn't matter how many. 5 billion, 7 billion, 9 billion, doesn't matter. Tomorrow's going to be 20 billion. We are all one. And that is something that is just consciousness. It's just to come from that place. It's just to awaken that period. Because It's all connected and it's all in perfection. I will not be able to see the perfection in this world and the perfection in people and in relationships if I think it's separated. If I think this is this and this is that, mikshachat, one solid, consistent connection between each one of us. How to do it? Find times to unite between friends. You see someone fought with a girlfriend or his family or brothers and sisters. Try to help them. Try to unite them. That's one thing that you can still do for humanity. I'm not saying to you, go world peace, and a peacemaker, go around and vouch for everybody. It's not about that. But around you, in your circle. Oh, I see that person not connected to that. Let me help. Let me help. Don't wait until they tell you, by the way, can you talk to them to come and be a friend of mine again? No. If that happened to you, you're probably not doing much, right? But if you can proactively find a way to create a solid relationship for sure in you and between people. The last fourth gift I want to share with you, beautiful, but again, it's a very, very deep, but it's important to put it there. In this week, it speaks about the path is very distant. Haderech rechoka speaks about in a certain aspect. I don't want to take more of those details, but again, it gives the word rechoka, which is far away, far away. Sometime when a person starts the spiritual path or wants to start the spiritual path, and he sees people 20 years, 30 years already into it, it feels like, whoa, it's going to take forever. Wow, until I'm going to get to those people who study for 20, 30 years, practicing meditation and wisdom and all of it. It seems like very far. My dear friend, don't fall into that. Because first of all, there is, of course, a clear separation between the physical world to the spiritual world. In the physical world, distance been measured by time, space, and motion. In the spiritual world, time, space, and motion makes no difference. Therefore, once you elevate yourself to the spiritual world, you and the most elevated person are in the same realm. It's right there. Let's say, for example, if I tell you let's go both of us to the ocean, right? I'm on the top of, I'm just like floating in the ocean and you are inside the ocean. But the bottom line, we are both in the ocean, right? Yeah, I'm here and you are there. We both wet, we both experience the ocean, right? There's no difference. Or I'm here and you are here. It doesn't make a difference. In spiritual realm, it doesn't make a difference, mantra. It makes a difference for our ego in this physical world. And in the physical world, it seems like it's going to take forever. Once you elevate yourself and you understand what does it mean, spiritual distance. You know what it means, spiritual distance? The Kabbalists explain spiritual distance is just the difference of forms. There is equality of forms and separation or difference of the difference of forms. For example, if our essence, our form of our soul is giving, is influencing, is love, is kindness, is greatness, ask yourself, are you in separation of form or equality of form? Right? Are you in difference of forms or equality? Right? What does it mean? Am I in the same form of my soul? And that's what we need to work on. So look at different forms that we can add. What is a spiritual form? You have your soul. But then let's add the component of kindness. Can I add more kindness to my life? The answer will be, of course, yes. Can I add more forms of appreciation? Yes, I can add. Can I add more forms of patience? Can I add more forms of love? Yes. Why? It's going to make me, or it's going to get me much closer to my soul, to revelation, right? In the spiritual world as quick as I want. Someone that you might study years, right? Let's say I study many years, right? And someone just started to yesterday. If they really get it, if they take the time and they do the work, there's no difference. That's why we not claim to be gurus and the most important people, or we are better than others. If you think this way, you didn't understand Kabbalah. Is to understand that we all the same. There's no better or higher or lower. Like I say in the ocean, right? It's just about a position right now, or how responsible you are, how transformative you become. If I see a moment that I can, what do you mean, bring closer people, in order for me, let's say, for example, you're a business person, and that business, there's a huge business to make in I don't know, in America, and you, like, for example, you're an Israeli like me, right? So I want to do that deal with that American guy. I need to add another American form to me so I can communicate with that, or I can say, no, if he wants to, he needs to be like me, right? You can, but you're at risk of losing that deal. So you can add a little form to yourself to learn the culture, understand. So now you added another form that you can relate, right? This is the world of physicality. That's how people do. I mean, some people who don't, they don't get the deal, they don't get the business, they don't get married, they don't get things. Spiritually, it's the same idea. Spiritually, you have to ask yourself, how closer am I for revelation in my life, to greatness in my life, to more light in my life, more energy in my life? Change your form to be closer to your source. And your source is your soul, which is endless, which is immortal. And this is all connected to what we spoke today. I just want to make sure that we understand it, because some people can be with so many people and be so disconnected. So it's not about always being with people. It's about being connected, changing my form so I can connect. And obviously, slowly we'll understand the benefit of waking up to the day that is empty from light, empty from energy, and I'm changing my form, because my form in the day, I want to be lazy, I want to go sleep, who's going to call me, who did me? No, change the form. Add a new form of proactive. And slowly you will see how you reap the benefit of that, how great you become, and how people around you been elevated. So I want to wish you a beautiful rest of the week, and hopefully we can ask you assistance to help us spread this wisdom and become this wisdom.